Here we go again. It's a quiet Sunday morning. And I made a video yesterday, and I think I was talking a little bit too soft. Or it was it actually was the headphone set I had on. And it was a Sony headphone set too, which is supposed to be high quality. I would say that it's probably high quality to listen to music, but it damn sure ain't high quality to make no video. I tell you that much. Or maybe it was too much. Maybe it would have did better inside, because it was very sensitive, and you could hear like every breeze. Like this car just went by, you couldn't even hear what I was saying. For every car that passed by, you couldn't even hear me speak. And it was a long video too. I'm about to say it was a waste of time. But if I'm able to I don't have a video editing program, because I really don't edit. I just make my stuff the way it is. I'm not trying to be professional about it. But if I'm going to post something, I don't want to post no half-ass video. I have some kind of pride in my work, because it is work, and it is time and effort you're putting in, so that other people could listen to it and see it. Yeah, that was crazy. I just listened to it this morning. So what I'm going to do is basically go over what I went over yesterday. I'm starting out kind of early now. I only been out here maybe not even a half a mile yet, or just about a half a mile, and I got 8 miles to go. I could do that in less than 2 hours. I don't think the video is going to be that long. I think these headphones are better. We'll see. These are Samsung. The other ones were Sony. I think I could use those Sony ones indoors, where there's not a lot of noise in the background, like cars or vehicles and the wind blowing. It's like, nah, there's no wind blowing at all. I don't feel any. The reason I say it is because I'm looking up the road there, and I see some flags blowing in the breeze. Yeah, that whole video sound like I was in, no, not the whole video. Half the video sound like I was in a windstorm. It's like 3 parts to that video. It's 3 parts. So what I think I'm going to start doing is, well, I'm learning, man. I'm not no videographer. Now, what I just realized is the best time to talk is when there's no cars coming by, because I can hear them coming from behind. So I'm going to try not to speak. See, those are cars across the road, so I don't think that they would interfere too much. It's the ones that's coming from behind that's close to me, that's only a few feet from me when they pass. You can hear that tires on the ground and the engine. Mostly that's just tires that you're hearing when cars pass you by. Those are tires, tire noise. Same way if you buy a set of shitty tires. That's what you're gonna hear, is the noise inside the car. See, that's tire noise. You hear these cars going by. Because the engines run pretty smooth. Some engines you can't even hear you up on them. It's like my car. My car could be on, you don't even know it's on. If it ain't revved up and revving, if I'm not revving it. Yeah, but back to like yesterday, I was talking about how people are trained and brainwashed by society to think that memory is intelligence. Well, it's not. Memory is not intelligence. Because you have a good memory does not mean you're intelligent. There's all different types of intelligence. Okay? There's all different types of intelligence. Just like memory. People think that memory is, from the brain, remembering something from the past. In your brain. There's all different types of memory also. People just don't know. They don't want you to know. Yeah, there's all types of memory. You got smell. There, you remember that. You remember something you touch. Like if you burn your hand on the stove or whatever. When you was a little kid or something. Or even as a grown-up. You know not to touch that shit anymore. Come on. Same with like smell. You know when something stinks. You're going to sit up there and stick your nose in the bottle of ammonia. You know that shit's going to burn you. You know it will burn, sear your nostrils, sinuses, and your lungs. If you sniff it enough, you know that. That smell. It's like you can smell shit or something bad or something rotten. You're going to remember that. And people are going to say, yeah, but it all goes to the brain. No, motherfucker, that's your fucking olfactory cells. Of course, it's all connected. You can sniff something or smell something that make you throw up. Because it's all connected in. It's all wired together. It works together. Same way you got hearing. You know what something sounds like. Like your favorite song. You hear this shit. That's coming into your ears and you hear it. So you be like, oh, that's my jam. Because your hearing remembers it. Okay, because your hearing remembers it. And of course it's processed in a certain part of the brain. Doi. But it's your smelling that remembers it. Same if you couldn't smell. Get me? Same if you couldn't smell. Same if you couldn't see. Just like taste. If you taste something nasty, you're going to remember that. Your taste buds are going to remember that. It's like if you was out in the wild, you know something bitter, tastes bitter, you're really not supposed to fuck with it. Same with like sight. Something that's bright and bitter. Those are warning signs. You don't eat that shit. Most people don't even know that. People are stupid and ignorant to a lot of things. They believe a bunch of bullshit. But like I said in the past, whatever people do behind closed doors, that's their business. But back to where I was coming from. Yeah, your senses, your five senses. That's how you navigate your way through your environment. Whether it's hot or cold, light or dark. That's how you navigate your way through life. It's through those surface senses, your environment. We ain't nothing but like fish in a fish tank. The same thing. Except that the medium that we live in is air. It's moisture in the air and stuff. Of course it is. Your lungs will dry up. Of course there's moisture in the air. Even in the desert. A little bit more arid, yeah. But your lungs need moisture to function. But they will just dry up. Yeah, and it comes from the body. The body is 70-some% water. Just like the earth. The earth is a huge organism. The earth is an organism too. Just like you are. Same like an amoeba or a bird or an ant. It's like we're crawling around on the planet like a bug. Same like the bugs are. We're just a little bit more complex, a little bit more ahead of the game. If it wasn't for tools, we wouldn't be ahead of the game. Animals would be eating our asses. If it wasn't for tools. Where we could build shelters and make weapons and stuff to fend them off from killing our family. That's why every chance they get, they'll take one of us out. I don't feel bad when people be getting attacked by animals and all that shit. We the only organism on the planet that murders each other for bullshit. It's not even about survival. It's murdering each other just for the fun of it. Just for the thrill. Which is actually crazy. But people fucking do it. People be killing each other for the thrill. Which is fucking really savage. Yeah, people are killing each other for the thrill. For the fucking fun of it. Which you know is out of this world. But they do it. Supposed to be civilized. And so-called intelligent. But people still want to rule other people. And that shit goes all the way down into the household. No, you can have dominion over the animals. You're not supposed to have dominion over no humans. That's where the shit took a wrong turn at. Which is crazy. But people did it. It don't make no sense. But who says it has to? Good morning, how you doing today, sir?
Real good.
Okay. Yeah. You know, what's wrong is people, yeah, everybody has their opinion. I'm talking like I'm an authority on life. Y'all ain't got to believe anything I say. Take it with a grain of salt. And I ain't looking for followers and all that. My shit ain't monetized or anything. What I'm actually looking for is for people to snap out of it. I hate when somebody walks on my side of the street. There's a slow guy in front of me. I'm crossing. I'll cross over this way anyway. Now he turns around and goes back into the damn complex. That's okay. I'm by myself again. Damn, I got a real pace going today. Yeah, like I said from yesterday, that was a windy video. I'm gonna try to get some kind of editing program. Cause that's a lot of time I spent, man. That's a lot of time I spent, man. That's a lot of time I spent. That doesn't make any sense. It's a waste. It's a waste of time. So I'm gonna try to, and then my phone shut down like 3 different times. So it's like, and I'm glad I got these my headphones set where when it shuts down, it gives you this big beep sound. Like I said, I ain't no damn videographer. So I'm learning. And when it gives this big beep sound like a doo-doo, like it's like a cutoff sound, and I look down, I don't see the red light blinking anymore. But at least I know to cut, to be quiet, and then restart it and pick up where I left off at, as if it was edited, but it really don't be edited. It's just that it turned off. I think it goes up to like 399 gigabytes. Then it turns off. Because I've been seeing that number a lot when I be downloading them onto my PC. I be seeing 399 gigs. I'm saying, wow. Because what I did was I put a 256 card in here, gigabyte card in the phone. Because before, and what, 399, that's about like 45 minutes. Yeah, that's about 45 minutes for y'all that don't know. On the phone, you could video maybe like for about 45 minutes. Yeah, about 45 minutes. With about 4 gigs. Yeah, with about 4 gigs, you could, because it'd be like 3.99 gigabytes. And then it shuts off. And then I gotta hit record again to keep it going. And like I was telling y'all in my earlier video, it's just like shuts off when it wants to. But since I put the big card in there, with more capacity. It does it every almost 4 gigs. Like I said, it's about a gig for like 10 minutes. Or maybe a little more. About a gig every 10 minutes recording. This is why they have all of these large memories now. Oh, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, people be getting mixed, getting it twisted. They be thinking that memory has something to do with intelligence. Memory has to do with you navigating through your environment and to pick up various stimuli from your 5 senses, your 5 sense organs. Okay? And basically that's what most of us are doing anyway. That's what most of us are doing anyway. Is just using our sense organs to navigate our way through. Which is lady on the bike. Good morning. Which is basically intellect. And that's what they teach you in school. They're just teaching you how to use your intellect, how to sharpen it, which is like surface intelligence. It's a form of intelligence, I would say. But it's not the only. It's just surface intelligence. It's like man. All man does to try to figure out shit, he uses his intellect. Uses his intellect. That's it. That's all he does. And people are thinking like, what is he talking about? What does he mean, intellect? What I mean when I say intellect is basically like figuring shit out by breaking it down. That's what your intellect does. It breaks things down. That's what your intellect does. That's what you use it for. You use it to break things down, take things apart, dissect things. That's what you do with your intellect. Doesn't matter what it is, you dissect things apart. That's what you do. That's what you do. You dissect things. Okay? You dissect stuff. You use deductive reasoning. And that's all school does for you. It teaches you how to use deductive reasoning, aka intellect. Some people are sharper than others. Some people just really is not interested in being smart, because that's all that is. I mean, yeah, it's just all trying to be smart, because they think that, oh, this motherfucker think he's smart, or this motherfucker think he's intelligent. No, that doesn't mean you're smart or intelligent. It could mean maybe you're intellectual. It could mean that. You know, you hear somebody sit up there and talking all this big word shit. Maybe there's some people out there I sound intellectual, which I am. And I'm intelligent also. All people are. Unless you're brain dead. I'm just saying that people's getting it twisted. The difference. That's what I'm saying. People are getting it mixed up. The difference between intellect and intelligence. There's all different kinds of intelligence. They even said that there's emotional intelligence. And there is. And there's all different kinds of memory also. When someone says memory, you think it's about remembering some shit, in the brain. That's all school does. Throw you a bunch of shit out in front of you, give you some kind of assignment. Then they try to see how much you remember at the end of the week or the end of the term, at the end of the year, and see how much of it you retained. And you're going to use your memory to retain those things that they taught you. That doesn't make you intelligent. That just means you have a good memory. And some people may have a grade school vocabulary. Because it's all standard fucking lessons throughout the whole damn nation. It's just all standard lessons. The same Iowa test they give you. You fill in the blanks. A, B, C, or D. The same test that all these people take is the same shit that all these kids take. It's in a good degree program. It's all the same stuff. Nothing ain't changed. It's like doctors. They still read the same Grey's Anatomy book with all the bones and organs and stuff in there. How the fuck is that going to change? Everything's still the fucking same. The same amount of bones, the same organs, and same everything. From the first edition. How are you going to revise that? What, you going to make some prettier pictures? Some better diagrams? Reword the shit? Fact of the matter is that you can't go but so far. Now you see how simple that shit is? Okay? But people are so hoodwinked. Oh, I got the new Grey Anatomy book. Then you got to pay $1 million for the shit. I'm just exaggerating. But it's the same book as last year, and the year before, and the year before that. But when you go to school, they're going to make you buy that book. Yeah, they're going to make you buy that book. When really it's the same thing as last year. It's sort of like these phones. It's the same thing. You running around talking about, oh, I got the new iPhone. It's the same fucking phone. The same fucking phone as last year. It may have a couple of megapixels more in the camera, and it may hold a little bit more memory. But it's the same fucking phone. But then people are so caught up in trying to have the first one and to be the first one on the block with some shit. The same fucking phone. The fuck am I going to spend $1,000 for the same phone? Like a couple of megapixels on the cam, or holds a little bit more memory that you're not even going to use. It's like they had a survey and it says even from the old cell phones, not the new ones, the first ones, people only use like 95%. People don't even use 95% of the phones of capability. That's how stupid people are. and ignorant. Ignorant. It ain't ignorance, it's stupidity. Make no sense. How you doing today? Good morning. Yeah, it's ignorance. It doesn't make any sense. And then some people are really just plain just out stupid for their pride and their arrogance. I gotta get the new iPhone. And they stand online. They be online with tents and shit, man. Sleeping bags. Sitting on the ground. In lotus position. Spending the night. Bringing a fucking lunch and shit. Or dinner or whatever. It's pathetic, man. And all these different machines and gadgets, all it is just an extension of you, of yourself. It ain't doing anything really that's that new. It's like, let's just say a pair of binoculars. Okay, so you can see further. It's just an extension onto your eyesight. Okay? Like a speaker. Or a microphone. Talk on a microphone. Or a loudspeaker. Not everybody can hear you. Or a speaker system. A PA system. Not everybody can hear what you're saying. You ain't gotta yell. That's just an extension of your voice. That's all these things are. Okay? That's all they are. Same with like headphones. It's like you can listen to things in private and not disturb other people. It's just a connection to your ears. Like a microphone, speakers. Like a telephone. You can't yell that far. So you get something like a phone. And you could call. It had wires before. Now it's wireless. It's all the way back to like when you was little. And you had the string and the two cups. And you stand like 15 feet away. And you punch a hole in the bottom of like a plastic cup or whatever. Paper cup. And I say, put your ear up to the cup. And I talk into my cup. And the vibration goes through the string and into your ear. And you hear exactly what I'm saying, clear as day. Through the cup. And that's all that is. It's like a frequency. And then they realize that you don't need a string. Because a frequency, when you hear the word frequency, that means vibration. That's what it is. It's a certain vibration. Decibels. And they could get higher and higher, and they could go further and further. You see? It's a vibration. So they actually, literally, and that's how your voice travels, through vibration. If I call someone, scream at somebody down the block or yell, and be like, yo, they can hear me. Because the air is going to carry that vibration downrange to the other person. That's like a woman yells. Somebody yells, help, help. It takes time to reach. You don't see the vibration, like a cartoon or something, or in the movies. You don't see the vibration going down the block when you yell, or if you're arguing with somebody. You don't see the vibrations. You can hear it, because it's vibrating the ether, the space. It's vibrating the air, and it carries it. Same way you can hold your hands you can cup your hands like a megaphone and go, yo. That will go further. Like when somebody yodels, that will go further downrange than if I just use my mouth. That's going to be kind of like shallow. But if I cup both of my hands in front of my mouth and yell at the same frequency, the same pitch, it's going to go further. So someone further away can hear me. And basically that's how a phone works. Wireless phones the same way. You can't see the sound waves. You can't see the vibration. But it's the same thing. Same principle. It just relays you the signal through towers. Good morning. Yeah, they have people thinking that there's satellites. There's no satellites. There's towers. It goes from tower to tower to tower. That's why they call it ping. It's called pinging. You ping it. You ping the tower. Like I'm on the phone now, and up on this mountain, they got a lot of towers on this mountain range over here, and you can see it. And they're not there for decoration. They there to relay the signal from out of this valley. Because if you see mountains around you, you're in a valley, man. And they use that to get the signal out throughout the world. There's no satellite up top above my head, or a million satellites floating around out there. That's a topic for another day. Let's get back down to human nature. They're not going to need, people are still going to lose more jobs anyway. Technology is good. It's just that the people that use it, they get hooked on it and they start abusing it. And they ain't abusing it, they're abusing themselves. They abuse the technology and they abuse themselves. And the rulers of this world love it. Keeps them in more control. It keeps people with their head down. But then, where they screwed up at is that there's going to be some, as usual, that's going to use it for knowledge, real knowledge, that can help the human condition, okay? That's what they don't want. They won't restrict the internet, but what they'll do is, and they can monitor everybody. They can try all they want. They just got people scared straight with the same myths and legend stories and religion. It's the same thing. Like they're gonna come kicking your door and Yeah, if they could trace it back to your IP if you do something dumb, because you can get online and hack all over your whole internet. It's not illegal to hack as long as you don't do nothing while you in there. It's like the Matrix. You go into the Matrix, as long as you don't do nothing stupid. While you're in the Matrix, you're okay. So you can like creep up on somebody's machine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's not against the law. You can creep up on somebody's machine online. As long as you don't do anything stupid. As long as you don't go in there. As long as you don't go into their machine, you can creep up on it. You just creep up on the IP. You can creep up in there. As long as you don't cross the line. As long as you don't cross the line, you're not breaking the law. So, you can browse all over the net and creep up on different servers and different machines and look at it. But where people fuck up at, because that takes another different knowledge to be able to get in the machine. And there's all kind of tools and stuff you could use to get up in there and to creep around. And that's just what you'll be doing too, creeping around. Instead of just staying on your internet service provider who's providing that legally. You can use that very same service provider that you pay for or someone else pays for, which for free. You creep around. So all different kinds of tools you could use. A lot of these people don't give too much about a password because they feel like, you know, it can't happen. It can't happen to them. Well, if you could scoop up a database of some kind from online, you could run passwords. You could like use one password like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you get a hold of a database to wherever, say yahoo.com, and you got a bunch of different people's names or whatever, and you run that password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and try that on 1,000 accounts with yahoo.com on the back. You're gonna have access to a bunch of people's accounts. I don't know how many, but trust me, you will. So they figure like this. You know what you gotta do? You gotta have a capital letter, a small letter, a number, or you gotta have, and then some of them is like no consecutive numbers or number patterns. So you can put like, your password can't be like purple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't do that. So you gotta put purple 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Or it can't be like consecutive numbers. They won't accept that. Some of them even want you to put a special character in there. You know, that's just encryption. And then when you go to hit enter, it encrypts that. It depends what kind of encryption you have. 128-bit, 256-bit encryption. It's going to take that crazy ass password you made up and even encrypt it more. And then there's ways to bypass that. Anything man make, like I said, is just an extension of us, like a computer. Computers just like us. Okay? The processors, the brain. Okay? It's like the motherboard is the nervous system. Central nervous system. Then you got camera, like that's on a cell phone or laptop or tablet or something. That's the eyes.